In this video, we are going to learn how to draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam AB as shown in figure. So the statement is given as draw shear force and bending moment diagram for a simply supported beam AB 5 meter long is loaded as shown in figure. So this is the simply supported beam AB of length 5 meter and carrying a uniformly distributed load of 10 kN per meter over length of 2 meter. So for this setup, we have to draw shear force diagram and bending moment diagram. So first of all, I will draw the free body diagram for this beam section. So for solving this numerical problem, first we have to convert this uniformly distributed load into point load. So to convert this, I will multiply this UDL value with the length over which this UDL acts. So here I will get the converted point load of 20 kN. Now this converted point load will be acting on the midpoint of their UDL distance. Now this type of problem we are going to solve in 3 steps. In the first step, we have to calculate the values of support reaction forces RA and RB. So to calculate these values, I will use 2 equations of equilibrium. That is, first equation is summation Fy equal to 0. That means addition of all the forces in the vertical axis equal to 0. And the second equation is summation of moment equal to 0. So here in the first equation, while I am doing the addition of all vertical forces, I will consider upward forces as positive and downward forces as negative. Here RA and RB are the vertical reaction forces. So as per the sign convention, I will add these forces with positive sign. And the converted point load of 20 kN is acting on the beam in downward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will add this force with negative sign. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the equation, that is RA plus RB equal to 20 kN. So I will give this as equation number 1. Now the next equation is summation of moment equal to 0. So for calculating moment, either we can take moment at point A or at point B. And here my sign convention would be clockwise movement as positive and anticlockwise movement as negative. So for taking movement at point A, I will fix beam at point A. Now here 20 kN converted point load will be pushing this beam towards downward. So it rotates the beam clockwise from fixed point. So as per the sign convention, for clockwise movement, I will add this force with positive sign. Now as per decided, movement is force into distance from fixed point. So here plus 20 kN is the force into 2 meter is the distance from fixed point. Now here reaction force RB will be pushing this beam towards upward. So it rotates the beam anticlockwise from fixed point. So as per the sign convention, for anticlockwise movement, I will add this force with negative sign. And as per decided, movement is force into distance from fixed point. So here minus RB is the force into 5 meter is the distance from fixed point. So these are the moments. So therefore, by calculating, this will get the value of reaction force RB as 8 kN. Now I will put this value of RB in equation number 1. And after calculating, this will get the value of reaction force RA as 12 kN. So now with the help of these calculated values of RA and RB, I will further calculate the values of shear forces at all the points of beam. So the next step is calculations of shear forces. And for shear force calculations, our sign convention is upward forces are considered as positive and downward forces are considered as negative. And here you should note that while calculating the shear force at a particular point load, you can calculate shear force values for left side and right side of that particular point load. But while calculating the shear force at uniformly distributed load, you should calculate shear force values at start point and end point of uniformly distributed load. That is shear force at point C and shear force at point D we need to calculate. And here at point A and point B, there are support reaction forces RA and RB, which are the point loads. And since these are the point loads, hence as per the rule, for point load, I will calculate the shear force values at left side and right side of point A and point B. Therefore, first to calculate shear force at point A to its left, that is SF at A to the left, equal to. So as you can see, there is no any force is acting at the left side of point A. Therefore, SF at A to the left equal to 0. So to draw the shear force diagram, I will first draw a horizontal reference line of 0 kN shear force. So here I will mark this point of 0 kN shear force on the reference line. Now if I go to the section to the right side of point A, that is SF at A to the right equal to, then there is reaction force RA that we had calculated as 12 kN, which is acting on the beam in upward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will consider upward forces as positive. So here the shear force is plus 12 kN. Here as the shear force value is positive, so I will mark this point of shear force above the reference line of 0 kN shear force, and I will connect these 2 points with a vertical line. Now the point C is the starting point of UDL. Hence I am taking section to point C and I will calculate shear force value at point C, that is SF at point C equal to. Now there is no load between the right side of point A and point C. Therefore, shear force remains constant. Here as there is no variation in shear force values, so I will make the horizontal line with shear force value as 12 kN. Now the point D is the end point of uniformly distributed load. So I am taking section to point D, that is SF at point D equal to, and here I will carry forward previous value of shear force up to point C, which is 12 kN, and to the left side of point D there is uniformly distributed load of 10 kN per meter, which we had converted into point load of 20 kN, which is acting on the beam in downward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will consider downward forces as negative. Hence I will add this point load with negative sign. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the shear force value as minus 8 kN. Here as the shear force value is negative, hence I will mark this point of shear force below the reference line of 0 kN shear force. And here the type of load is UDL over the length of 2 meter. Hence to draw the shear force diagram, I will indicate UDL with inclined line. So I will connect these 2 points with inclined line. Now at point B, there is reaction force RB. Therefore first to calculate shear force at point B to its left, that is SF at B to the left equal to, and here I will carry forward previous value of shear force up to point D, which is minus 8 kN. And when we go to the left of point B, then there is no load acting on the beam at left side of point B. Therefore SF at B to the left equal to minus 8 kN. Here as you can see, there is no variation in shear force values. Hence I will make the horizontal line with shear force value as minus 8 kN. Now next to calculate shear force at point B to its right, that is SF at point B to its right equal to, So here I'll carry forward previous value of shear force up to point B to its left, which is minus 8 kilonewton. And when we go to the right side of point B, then there is reaction force RB of 8 kilonewton, which is acting on the beam in upward direction. So as per the sign convention, I will consider upward forces as positive. So here I will add this upward force with positive sign. So here minus 8 kilonewton plus 8 kilonewton gives me the value of shear force at 0 kilonewton. So I will mark this point of 0 kilonewton shear force on the reference line, and I will connect these 2 points with vertical line. And here in shear force diagram, whatever the portion drawn above the reference line, I will show this portion by positive sign, and the portion drawn below the reference line, I will show this portion by negative sign. So here I have completed the shear force diagram. Now the next step is calculations of bending moment. So the bending moment at a section of beam is calculated as the algebraic sum of the moment of all the forces acting on one side of section. So to calculate bending moment, we can start either from left end of beam or from right end of beam. Here I will start from left end of beam. So whenever you are calculating the bending moments, you should remember these conditions. So here for simply supported beam, the condition is at the ends of simply supported beam, the bending moment will be 0. So bending moment at point A and bending moment at point B will be 0. So to draw the bending moment diagram, firstly I will draw the reference line of bending moment 0 kilonewton meter. So here I will mark these values on the reference line. So now we have to calculate bending moment at point C. So here, in case of simply supported beam, while you are doing the calculation for bending moment at a particular point, you should always add moment of all the forces present either from left end of beam or from right end of beam up to that particular point at which you are calculating the bending moment. And for bending moment calculation, our sign convention is for sagging effect of beam, the force is considered as positive, and for hogging effect of beam, the force is considered as negative. So first to calculate bending moment at point C, that is Bm suffix C equal to, here at left hand side of point C, there is reaction force Ra of 12 kilonewton, which is acting on the beam in the upward direction. Due to this force, the beam shows sagging effect, and for sagging effect of beam, I will consider this force as positive. So I will add this force with positive sign. And as per decided, moment is force into distance. So I will multiply this force with the distance, that is 1 meter. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the value equal to 12 kilonewton meter. So as it is positive value of bending moment, hence I will mark this point of bending moment above the reference line of bending moment 0 kilonewton meter. Now there is no any load present on the beam between the point A and point C. Therefore, to draw the bending moment diagram, I will connect these 2 points with inclined line. Now here you should note that in shear force diagram, when the shear force values changes from positive to negative, then at that point the bending moment value is maximum. So I will represent this point with point M. So at point M, we need to find out maximum bending moment value. But here, we don't know the location of point M. That is, we don't know the distance x. But we can find out this distance x by using the equation of similarity of triangles. Because here we know the distance CD, that is 2 meter. And here the values of shear forces we are considered as heights of triangles. Therefore, for the first triangle, the height is 12 and base is x. and for second triangle, the height is 8 and base is 2 minus x. Therefore, from similarity of triangles, the base of first triangle, that is x, divided by height of first triangle, which is 12, is equal to base of second triangle, that is 2 minus x, divided by height of second triangle, which is 8. So here the unknown term is x. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the distance x equal to 1.2 meter. So here I got the location of point M. So from distance x, next I will calculate the maximum bending moment value at point M. So next to calculate bending moment at point M, that is B of surface M equal to, here at left hand side of point M, there is reaction force Ra of 12 kN. Due to this force, the beam shows sagging effect, and for sagging effect of beam, I will consider this force as positive. So I will add this force with positive sign. And as per decided, movement is force into distance. So I will multiply this force with the distance, that is 2.2 meter. And here there is UDL. So I will first convert this portion of UDL into point load, that is 10 kN per meter is the UDL multiply with the distance over which this UDL acts, that is 1.2 meter. Due to this converted point load, the beam shows hogging effect, and for hogging effect of beam, I will consider this force as negative. So I will add this converted point load with negative sign, and I will multiply this force with the distance from point of action of force, that is half of 1.2 meter. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the value 19.2 kN meter. So as it is positive value of bending moment, hence I will mark this point of bending moment above the reference line of bending moment 0 kN meter. And here, between the point C and point M, there is UDL. Therefore, to draw the bending moment diagram, I will indicate UDL with a parabolic curve. Hence I will join these 2 points with a parabolic curve. Now next we have to calculate bending moment at point D. Here at right hand side of point D, there is reaction force Rb. Due to this force, the beam shows sagging effect, and for sagging effect of beam, I will consider this force as positive. So I will add this force with positive sign. And as per decided, movement is force into distance, so I will multiply this force with the distance from point of action of force, that is 2 meter. Therefore, after calculating, this will get the value equal to 16 kN meter. So as it is positive value, hence I will mark this point of bending moment above the reference line of bending moment 0 kN meter. And here there is UDL. Therefore, to draw the bending moment diagram, I will indicate UDL with a parabolic curve. Hence I will join these 2 points with a parabolic curve. And there is no any load between the point D and point B. Therefore, to draw the bending moment diagram, I will connect these 2 points with inclined line. Now since I can see this bending moment diagram is drawn above the reference line of bending moment 0 kN meter, hence I will show this portion by positive sign. So here I have completed the shear force diagram and bending moment diagram for this simply supported beam.